Hello, boys and girls, this is ImAnderZEL, of course, and oh yes, it is time for some more Starcraft 2, and this time it's not a replay. I actually made sure to record a game from my point of view, whilst I was playing it, because a lot of you guys were requesting this to see exactly what I do at all times, so you can kind of learn from my mistakes and things like that, basically. So I thought I would do that and give you guys what you want, since I like to change things up. I don't like to do the exact same kind of videos all the time. That's why I'm trying to change up Minecraft with a little bit of editing, and that's why I try to make sure to make some Retro Gold Nugget videos again, and also make some reviews and stuff like that on weapons in Battlefield 3. I like to not do the exact same thing over and over again, especially if you guys want something new. So don't think I don't listen to you guys. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to make my display a bit bigger so I can actually see better what I'm doing, since I'm looking at this game kind of in prehense, so to say. I do know who wins and who loses and stuff like that. It's a good game, but I can tell you right now I win, but I can kind of tell you more like what I'm doing right now and stuff like that. As you see, all I'm doing right now is trying to micro as good as possible. You saw there, I waited until I saw that the guy would be able to switch over from each other when it comes to the mining. This is something I try to do at least in the beginning of the game. Later in the game I won't really be able to do it so good, since I basically don't have any micro skills. And this game I'm going for early command center actually, and I thought that I would basically trick the Zerg, and here he actually comes, so and he scouts me, so I don't really want to go for the early command center straight away before barracks, since he did scout me, so I choose to put down a barracks first. So that's why I have so much money, no gas or nothing, and there we go, I pressed the wrong button, so I selected a barracks instead of a command center. But I think he actually will scout it. Since this is a replay of me recording the game, I can't actually check income and stuff like that. So basically we're gonna just see it from my point of view, exactly like I play it, and I just waypoint a little bit right here to make sure I have a little look, and he catches the gas, and that's exactly basically what I wanted him to do. I don't really know why he does that, since he must have seen I'm going gasless. So that's very strange, but I decided to catch a gas anyway, since I got my command center going. I'm morphing the first one to a planetary fort, not a planetary fortress, but an orbital command to get some mules. My SUVs are taking damage, but I've basically seen mostly what I need. I've seen that he hasn't expanded yet. I'm already on 17x supply, so if he would expand, he would have done so by now. So I basically figured that he is going to go for a Baneling bust or roaches. So I make sure to build myself a good little wall, and I know I'm gonna have the economical advantage and be very safe until Mutas comes out. And since I basically have two planetary or two orbital command centers very soon, as you can see, I hotkeyed my two command centers to two different hotkeys, number 0 and number 9, and I hotkeyed my two barracks to number 2. Pumping out some units right now, because I know there's going to be a Baneling bust very soon, but I don't really know exactly when. But yeah, I know it's coming, so I'm making sure to drop a lot of mules, building a lot of more command centers and stuff like that, and that's just gonna fail. That building, I see that, oh god, he's stuck. Okay, never mind then. We just move the guy, and I'm gonna place down a nice little bunker instead, because I noticed that I will have to build another barracks actually to completely shut down that place. So now I got a pretty good economical lead when it comes to minerals, or I would at least guess I'm having a pretty good lead, since I'm making a lot of cash right now. Making sure to build another commands or another barracks right there, but I still got one more gap that I'm gonna have to kind of close off, so to say. So I'm gonna close it off with another bunker, and this is gonna be pretty hard for him to break. He's gonna need a lot of banelings to break through that, and he's gonna lose a lot of units. So I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I'm dropping units like crazy. just gaining a shitload of economical advantage, going heavily on 2 gas too. He scouts the ramp a little bit, so I know that he's probably thinking about coming any minute now. So basically I tech up, put a tech lab on my my factory, and I also have now, I think, 3 barracks, and I also got myself a starport going. As you can see, every time I build something, I usually try to waypoint my units going back to the mineral line afterwards, if I don't know I'm gonna need the unit for something. And now I realized that, wait a second, I wanted Hellions. So I just realized I kind of fucked up a bit. So I changed it over and put a reactor on it. It's never bad to have extra stuff either, because now I realize that, wait a second, I want a reactor on the starport too to get medivacs. So basically what I do is I lift up, and yeah, I also now realize that I'm kind of starting to get very saturated. I'm having a lot more money than I can actually spend, so I build another CC and I build another factory, and I think also, did I go for stim? No, not yet at least. And I'm kind of like, he hasn't bailing busted yet, so I'm starting to think that this is gonna probably be muters any second right now coming out. But here he comes actually, with the bailings, and he do grab like everything, but luckily for me, he basically don't have anything to attack with anymore. Grab a lot of units since I basically panics, but there's no problem, I can just waypoint them back, so it's cool. Making sure to build stuff, but in all this commotion I totally forgot how to... I totally forgot to actually name my buildings, but I remember to name at least the second command center, or the third one, number 8, but I haven't actually named my factories yet, and I also haven't hotkeyed my starport either, but at least I'm starting to have a lot of stuff out. So basically what I do, I pick up a few guys, I decide to pick up 6 of them, and I just drop them over here, so that's pretty goddamn easy. Oh yes. Got 2 factories right now, working on siege tech. I'm gonna go for some Hellions too, and also another medivac. And I'm gonna go heavily for marines and marauders and stuff like that. And right now I'm looking pretty good actually. I would guess I'm pretty much in the lead. I'm gonna guess he just expanded. And I have a good economical advantage. I mean, I have 3 CCs right now. All of them is gonna have orbital command centers on them soon, so yeah, that's not that bad. I noticed the Overlord scouting, so I'm thinking, okay, that base is gonna go down very, very soon, so I kind of need to get my army out of there. I kind of need to basically build as many units as I can and basically mine that place out as good as possible. Getting some more, getting a supply block, yeah, I'm getting supply block. That's something I usually do, especially when I have a lot of stuff to do. I am not a very good macro player. I get my SUV in there and I see that, god damn, there's like nobody there. I like, oh my god, it is time to fucking move out here and do some harassment. Oh yes. And there we go. Send my guys over. I decided to, since I saw the Overlord before, I decided to go the scenic route, so to say, so he won't notice me. And I do feel confident that I will be able to hold any bust right now. But I'm like, oh god, no. Okay, he's attacking right now. So lift up the CC. I'm gonna send it straight over there, so I don't have to mind it or so I don't have to think about it for a while, and basically just drop in and do my stuff. Siege up the siege tank. I mean, having one siege tank against a guy who hasn't teched up yet, when he only has bailings, that is just so good. Oh my god. So I decided to siege up my other siege tank I have in my base, and I decided to send over this little force to help out the first attack force, so to say. And right now it's looking pretty good for me, since I have really decimated his mineral line in his natural, yeah, it is natural, right? Or is it main? Oh god, I remember. Main. Yeah, main, it's the main. Natural is that's the natural, where I'm putting my third CC. And there we go, finally. And I make sure to lift up my barracks, send a few SCVs down there to build a few bunkers, siege up another siege tank. I also changed the position of my barracks. You see that I don't really pay attention to my attacking force, because right now it doesn't really matter, because it wasn't really a force that was meant to succeed this good. It more was a force who were meant to do a lot of damage and keep him at the bay while I was expanding, basically. Notice that I'm making like 0 gas, make sure to catch a few gases, lower another supply depot. As you can see, I'm still not really paying any attention. I noticed that I have such a good income, so I actually waste 3 mules and put the energy to extra supply instead, just to basically give him the killing blow, so to say. Because right now I know that this is just going so well. This is not gonna matter really. I'm gonna be able to take this even if he has a third base, because I basically killed all the little tech he had. I killed his spawning pool. I mean, I have the advantage of height over here. I see a few muters, but that won't really matter that much. I send out a Hellion to scout for extra expansions, send in a few units in my bunkers to make sure I have some defense, siege up, build a few more units right now, making sure to actually name the and there we go, got some muters coming in, but the muters are not doing well right now. 2 more is coming in. I siege up my siege tanks, and he tries to get siege tanks, but he won't really be able to, since I basically have too much of a force right there, and right now it shouldn't be long until I win. But yeah, what can I say about this game? I mean, dropping on Zergs is extremely good, especially if you can do it quickly. So I hope you guys like this little twist in replay. So as usual, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.